and welcome back to my orchid life. I figured since I had my little setup already up, anyway, I would just go ahead and do the Sherry Baby update as well. So welcome and thank you for stopping by for another visit. I appreciate it. Again, thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and if you end up liking the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more orchid content, and let's move forward with the update for September. I'm just going to kind of stand back a little bit just so you can get an idea of how tall Mama is getting and one of her divisions here. So let's just start with this one here. That is, I put it in LECA. Let's see, when did we put her in the LECA? In July, looks like. Yep, in July, end of July. But she is finally, can you see it? See the little root growth? So we finally got some root growth going down in there. And I did kind of stake it right here, or wrap her around right here to kind of with the stake, just because this one kept wobbling and I don't want those roots to desiccate, but she's really loose, so it does allow this new growth to expand and grow. And as those roots go down into the pot, I don't see any in there as of yet. So once I see roots in the pot, then I'll know she's pretty secure and can kind of hold herself in. Then I'll remove that strap. But until then, I am not going to mess with that. Let me just set her on that table next to us here. And let's talk about that was the back bulb of Mama right here. We'll talk about Mama in a minute. But if you can look at her, this one here has finished off the pseudo bulb, and it is much larger than any of the other pseudo bulbs that are in the pot, and she actually looks the healthiest. She's got all these new roots growing as well as going in the pot. That's why that moss is there, because they were drying out. And let's just take her out of the pot real quick, and you see all the root growth going on in there. So she's continuing to extend that root system, but more importantly, this new growth is producing roots, and I did put a stake on it to kind of help keep her from wobbling. She's got one in the front as well as right back here. So I'm hoping for a bloom off of her. She is just really, really healthy. She sits in front of the east-facing window, and I did move her a little closer to the window to get that brighter light to hopefully encourage that to bloom. And then let's talk about Mama. Do you see what I see? I was hoping for this. So she is starting on a bulb on this one. And let's turn it. She's also starting on a bulb on the other one. Now last month, both of these, I don't want to take her out of the pot because she's in kind of a self-watering setup. So the bottom of hers is really wet. But last month, both of these growths were kind of going that way. So what I did is I just turned the pot to encourage her to straighten up, and thankfully that's what happened. So now that she's standing up a little bit better, she actually looks a lot more attractive. But I am so pleased to see these two bulbs developing. And turn her around here. This one here, I had to remove a sheath earlier because it was all brown and yucky, and then when I took it off, I noticed this root right here. So she's trying to grow some new roots, as you can see right there, and I don't want them to dry out, so we will leave her alone. And is that a new growth? Oh my goodness, it is. I did not even notice that till just now. Root and a new growth. Perfect. Now, hopefully that doesn't mean she's not going to bloom off of this latest growth, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I'm hoping that these bulbs are larger than this one here, because this was the last growth that she did for me. And let's just take her out so you guys can see her roots, because you guys know how I am about roots. And again, she is eating up the pot. But until she outgrows the pot, she can eat that pot, and I will destroy this pot to save those roots if need be. So let's just see if we can find anything on the other one. Probably not. Well, I'll have to keep a lookout, see what happens. Let's move her out of the way, and let's look at our Red Fantasy. So this is the one that I got from Nicole Deanna, and if you can kind of see, she is starting to swell up, and she's going to be working on her bulb. You can see the little split right there. And then the one on the other side is not quite as far along. So she's still, she's probably a month behind this one, the one we just saw. But they're both doing really well. As you can see, their leaves are not as constantined as they were last month. So she is getting rather hydrated in this little moss and bark setup. Her roots are still pretty good. Those are the old tired roots, but they're still working. So she does have root growth. If I can move it away without doing too much damage here. Let's see. She does have root growth going down in there. I don't want to dig too deep because I don't want to disturb her too much. But hopefully by the end of next month, October, we'll be able to see the pseudo bulb on this one, and then the one in the back is probably going to develop within the next month as well. And this right here is where the red fantasy actually lives, in this exact spot. So with that, that is our update for September. They are all doing well. I'm hoping that the 2 of the 3 Sherry babies do go ahead and produce me a spike, at least one of them. Come on, give a girl a spike. Let me smell some chocolate. And then this one here, once I realized that once they start growing roots, they really take off. So I just have to make sure that I protect the roots that are growing, to make sure they go down into the leca so that they can continue to grow and extend and get this one going. All right, well, there they are, guys, doing rather well. Again, maybe next month I'll be able to tell you we have a spike coming. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. Again, appreciate you coming by. Go ahead and give the video a like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you on the next one.